Brothers, sisters, tune into my channel and watch my other videos. Today will be a very informative video that you can apply to your life. Be sure to watch on 2x speed for full benefits, as time is our most valuable resource. Let's get into the video. L'Oreal is the world's largest cosmetics company. The company is French and has major headquarters in Paris. The company develops products for consumers such as skincare, hair care, sun protection, makeup, and perfume. The list goes on, but L'Oreal stands at the forefront of an international cosmetic and beauty company. L'Oreal has experts at the company providing insight for environmental sustainability. The company has over the years to reduce their water consumption by 50%, for example. One thing I want to say, sorry if there's some grammar hiccups because this has not been revised and edited. Company has 35 neutral sites, including 14 factories overseeing 5-year reduction rates of 78% on their previous greenhouse emissions. 85% of their products have been renovated in recent years. These products are now suitable for environmental waste and damage. Multiple experts create products that are environmentally friendly after creation and use. A company like L'Oreal is serious about innovation and sustainability. They tackle the products at the core of themselves. If a company is truly serious about becoming sustainable, they will improve their products. The company has advised multiple factors that go into the product. Packaging, consuming, and materials used are all accounted for by leading experts when renovating the product's social profile. Sustainability and innovation is at the heart of L'Oreal's products. Now, when creating a new product, sustainability is a top priority. Not only will the consumer buy the product, but they will be buying it from a sustainable lifestyle. L'Oreal is selling the lifestyle of giving back to the earth by buying their products. The new implementation of the sustainability program has provided lower class people with higher class jobs. They have taken multiple families out of poverty and gained access to employment. They have hired multiple people from poor parts of towns to help the underprivileged. In recent years, L'Oreal has seen an increase of almost 100,000 new jobs added as a result of sustainability and innovation. L'Oreal has come to the realization that products have a finite amount of resources. This is a mental change in the ways companies see the world. Before sustainability programs, a company would not only be concerned about the environmental footprint. After the sectors have been introduced into the market, sustainability of L'Oreal is now 10 years into the future instead of today. They have a sustainable program set up and how they are going to achieve visions for 2030 and the forthcoming. The company has a vision for the future. They do not want to disrupt human and environmental social protocols. There are limits to how many resources the company can use in their new products. They are paying a close attention to the impacts of each of their products' future footprints. They have created concept of planetary boundaries. Within the circle, you can find climate change, biochemical flows, freshwater use, biosphere integration. Breaking up their impact allows planetary boundaries like L'Oreal to see what sectors they're using from which renewable resources are created. They have a set amount of resources placed upon each sector to help their products become more sustainable throughout our ecosystem. By inventing the concept of planetary boundaries, the company believes all companies and countries should follow this practice as to benefit. Employees should get a slice of the pie once they have consumed what they thought have been the planetary boundaries for what they consume, and then you can make the whole by calculating the planetary boundaries that L'Oreal has produced as well as all the other companies involved. I believe it's a great way to split up the environmental products to become more sustainable. Means that the company will take on more tasks that are unbeknownst to their sister companies. The question I ask myself is why I am leaving enough products behind. I believe we should ask our families and friends how much they are consuming in the environment. It is great to look at sustainability model as well as our day-to-day lives. To become better equipped for the future, we could switch to electric cars. A great idea is that we eat a variety of plant-based soy diets. We cannot go on consuming the amount of beef and pork we do, in my opinion. and this holds true today as I do not eat a lot of beef and pork. Sustainability comes from sunlight. If something can be created by sunlight, that would be tackling the root of our problems on Earth. We must harness this energy and learn how to implement it in our day-to-day lives. The innovation team at L'Oreal could use my approach to exemplify their research conducted. The company has directed most of its attention towards resource efficiency. Since 2008, the company has been heavily invested in research regarding biodiversity and biospheres. Though the research reported of expert leaders in the field have been conducted that the company has been using 40% renewable resources. In future years, they want to raise the percentage to dramatically combat waste consumption and waste disposal volume. L'Oreal has set up multiple laboratories concerning environmental protection. They are creating sustainable products that will influence the ecosystem of human interaction. The carbon footprint left behind is a key driver towards the green revolution that L'Oreal believes in. In their initial years, L'Oreal had a non-existent sustainable development process. Recently, they are now paying attention to the environmental footprint which they have left behind. They are making advantageous strategic moves to leave behind a green footprint. They are driving the future success for the company that are found at the foremost of future innovations. L'Oreal has now taken upon an approach to maintaining a healthy relationship between the brand and environment. L'Oreal continues to grow environmental stabilization by creating a new stability plan, a plan that contributes to a majority share of the greenhouse gas water consumption, and water has been sharing beauty with all initiatives. You guys get the main point of what I'm reading. It's not essentially word for word, but you can get the concept and ideas of what I'm going over. This initiative would inform consumers about future purchases the L'Oreal company makes. New ambition goals are set for 2030 to accomplish future plans. When consumers purchase the company's products, they are giving back to the environment. Through raising awareness of the environment, consumers are now able to be informed about what they are buying. When buying an innovative, sustainability-built product, they pave the way for future generations. The company is built on human-to-human contact. They value friendship and partnership for a trustworthy brand to thrive. A place of comfort in using and providing work for many comes at the price of naturally occurring resources. For the time being, it's appropriate to follow human respectiveness. It's an internally accepted process of exploring the healthier wonders of the world. As we choose to walk down a path of least resistance, we see things for how they really are. The company builds its profiles into their products provided. We must strive for acceptance of freedom as we live in a great world with a bright future. An amazing strive for innovation and implementation has been taken by the company. These practices, the leading professionals in the field help to acquire new practices. The practices help the company to stay at the forefront of leading innovation. To plan for the future will allow them to take strategic practices and implement them through a process of selection. Experts in the field will be required to analyze current data to mold an appropriate model for the future. Recently, the company has been tasked with initiating environmental concerns. They will use multiple staff to analyze today's data with their future predictions by drawing analogies and conclusions upon the outcome, which will help them predict which steps they can take in the future. The company is now leading the field and are leading for those to follow. I believe it is our duty as consumers to choose a company who is concerned with leaving a positive impact. By purchasing products from L'Oreal, you are implementing a positive feedback loop from planet Earth. The company has to convey this great information to their consumers. When you purchase a product, it is your obligation to give back. By buying products from an environmentally offensive company, the following could be said. There will be a concern for what is left behind at the end of their product cycle. This is how L'Oreal is taking the top spot for a green company innovation. Instead of being concerned about the end of the year financial data, there are other obligations to be completed. By focusing on the right things, the company is striving in an upwards direction. L'Oreal is the guinea pig at the cosmetic industry that will be around for years to come. The industry is going nowhere and will be around for the next 10,000 years. Like I said, this is my first time reading something that I wrote. So grammatically, it has not been ran. The sentences have not been edited. But if you passively listen to what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, you can get a sense of how well the company is and what initiatives they are taking, as well as where the company is going in the future. Because L'Oreal is just putting their foot in the water. They have 10,000 years, 2,000 years to go with the new implementation of technologies that are to come in the future, as well as online technologies, online websites. L'Oreal is leading the charge, and I see them going forth in the future. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out my other videos. It's been a pleasure to read this to you, as I'm going to be reading more material on this channel, so be sure to check out my other videos, as well as follow, like, subscribe, share, and comment. My brain's getting ahead of my words, as when I read I get super fast into talking, and then I have to slow down into regular speed to convey information so my brain doesn't process it faster. It's something some people have an issue with. If you've ever tried reading in front of a camera, when talking to people, the words flow. But reading in front of a camera, there's no body language, there's nothing on the other side. I'm just looking basically at a wall trying to talk. If you try it, it's a little different than talking to people, but it's excellent. I love this channel. You guys are in a great place. I'm in a great place. Be excellent, Jake.